Welcome back to the Team to Beat Miami Heat podcast, your one-stop shop for daily Miami Heat content. My name is Amir. So for today's episode, I want to talk about the upcoming season, and as we're gearing up for the upcoming season in a few months, everybody is probably wondering who's going to step up for this Miami Heat team and who are the few players that are going to make the biggest leap for the Miami Heat this upcoming season. So essentially, I want to talk about who I think are going to be the two biggest X factors on this team next season. And for this episode, I want to share one starter that I think needs to step up and needs to be the X factor if this Miami Heat wants to compete in a weaker East this upcoming season. And then I want to talk about someone off the bench who I think needs to be an X factor and can really increase their value this season. And let's break it down. These are both young guys. And I think, again, these are two guys that are going to be key for the Miami Heat's success next year if they want to bounce back after a pretty frustrating and terrible season. And we know that there was the Jimmy Butler drama and injuries and whatnot that derailed the season. But we're starting off on a fresh, clean slate. It's the off season. It's going to be the preseason in a month or so, or 2 months from now, whatever it is. And this Miami Heat team needs to reset, regroup, and they need to come out hot, and they need to be better than they did last year. And I think they will be for sure. I don't think they're going to be 8 games or 9 games below 500 once again. So for my X factor that I want to focus on first in the starting lineup is Tyler Herro. So Tyler Herro is going to be 25, entering a huge year for his career, quite frankly. Like, he's looking for a max extension. I don't think he's a max player worth 50 million. I think he's perfectly paid as of right now, making 31 and 33 million over the next 2 seasons. If he plays well again and becomes an all-star once again and keeps improving, do I think he deserves a raise? Yes. Do I think he needs to make more than 37 to 42 million per season? No. Like, if he does great, then sure, yes, give him like 38 million, then 42 million, but don't give him anywhere near 50 million unless he drastically improves. So in general, though, to start off, last season, Herro made his first all-star team and he averaged over 23 points per game. And these weren't fully empty stats. Like, he did it efficiently. And more importantly, he did this as the Miami Heat's top scoring option with Jimmy Butler getting traded midseason, dealing with all of the pre-trade drama, all the suspensions, and Jimmy standing in the corner. And that was tough. Like, he was able to develop and grow, and Herro's evolution last season, it was real. He did show more poise. He did have some better shot selection. He had improved playmaking. He averaged, almost 5 assists per game, 5.5 rebounds or whatever it is. And he's proving that he could be more than just a bucket getter. And that's what we want him to be. Like, the 23 points was a step. But here's why I think he could be the X factor this upcoming season. We already know that Bam Adebayo is the anchor on this team, especially defensively. We know what Bam brings to the table. He's the rock, the captain of the franchise. He's going to give you elite defense, some playmaking, and he's going to get you anywhere from 18 to 20 a night and almost 10 rebounds per game. So Bam is what we know. Like, we know Bam is going to be solid and consistent. I don't see Bam really making a huge leap. He's 28 years old. He is in his prime. He obviously can get him better, but Tyler, that's still unknown. Like, he has incrementally improved each of the last few seasons. Like, he did average 20 points per game, 21 and 20 over the last 3 seasons. So that has been pretty steady, but he did leap up to 23. So he's averaged 20 points per game 4 seasons in a row, which is tough to do. And the question is, can he take that next leap this upcoming season? Can he average 25 to 27 points per game? Can he get into that range where Devin Booker scoring that many points and getting that conversation of being one of the top shooting guards. Him being an all-star last year, quite frankly, showcased that he is a top young guard in the league, but he's not elite. And he's not an elite 3 level scorer. He did improve finishing at the rim. His mid-range game is what he used to focus on, but this last season, when the Miami Heat were running more of a 5-out motion offense, they wanted to shoot more threes. His goal and the scheme was for him to get to the lane, get to the free throw line, if he could, which is an issue too. He needs to improve that area, but get to the rack, finish at the rack or get fouled, or shoot threes. And he shot a lot of threes and came out really hot, like at the beginning of the year, and like was shooting 43% or whatever it was, which we knew was not sustainable. It dropped pretty significantly to 37%, which is still very good, but he's had better years. So, can he become a true 3 level scorer this upcoming season? Can he be that guy that we rely on every single night to get us a bucket? I don't want a game where he scores 13 points. I don't want a game where he scores 9 points or 8 points or whatever it may be and be inconsistent. I need him to get 20 plus points almost every single night. Of course, he can have a night off. Of course, there could be a dud here and there. But if this team wants to win, our leader and our best offensive player, which Tyler Herro is our number one option and best offensive player. He needs to carry this team like a superstar does if this Miami Heat team wants to be successful. So if Herro can continue to grow, especially now that Jimmy's gone, he can become the engine for this team. And then we could truly build around him and Bam. We need Bam to improve too, obviously, especially offensively. But we know what he is. He seems to be closer to a finished product than Tyler. Tyler can potentially keep getting better. He's younger than Bam. He's 25 years old. So don't forget, Tyler will be stepping into more of a leadership role as well. So that can help with his confidence. He's been clutch and he's given us energy and production. And we need Tyler Herro to take the reins of this offense and continue to evolve and to continue to grow so that he can go and become a playoff threat once again and not get swept like we did last season. And for him not to go 2 for 20 and get 4 points in a closeout game. So he has a ton of haters, ton of doubters. He also has a ton of stands and a lot of fans. He's one of the most polarizing players on the Miami Heat, but he has been improving. He needs to continue to do that and grow. His defense is shaky, man. He gets hunted, especially in the playoffs. I don't know how much more he can improve on that end. I know he has theoretically improved slightly in the past couple seasons, but still not enough. So can he get better on defense? Can he try harder? And if that's the case and he can't, can he become like a Trey Young type player, a Booker type player, a Luka type offensive player where his playmaking and his scoring outweighs the bad defense? So he needs to improve, excuse me, in that playmaking area now that he has Norman Powell around him, someone that can help him with scoring. Then he needs to be able to one, find his teammates, set up his teammates whenever he can, but then also when players like Powell and Bam have the ball, that's better for Tyler now because now that we have more offensive threats in this lineup and Andrew Wiggins, we have guys who could score the ball. Hopefully, this can open up some lanes for Tyler Herro, and Tyler Herro can also play some catch and shoot off ball, which is a really good catch and shoot 3-point shooter. So he needs to improve, and he needs to be our X factor on offense and in our starting lineup. So that's my opinion for who needs to be stepping up next year. Off the bench, the player that I think needs to step up and be our X factor is Nikola Jovic. He's in a contract year. He wants an extension himself. And he's arguably the Heat's biggest unknown heading into this next season. He's only 22 years old. This is going to be his 4th season. Hasn't played a ton. Like he played more last season, but he's 6'10". He's a forward who can handle the ball. He could shoot the three. He can make plays for others. He's good in transition. And that's something you don't find often in the NBA. He's a legit point forward. Like he has the potential to be a legit point forward. But the biggest issue with Jovic so far has been availability. Injuries and inconsistencies have kept him from building momentum. When he plays, you see the flashes. He has the size, he has the skill set, and you could see the potential of a mismatch nightmare off the bench where you could play him essentially across multiple positions. Like he has that versatility. So if Jovic can stay healthy, He's that type of player that opens up everything for Spo off the bench. He could play the 3, he could play the 4. He doesn't like it, but he could play the small ball 5, even though he's not small. He's 6'10". He's put on like muscle each season. He's been working out hard. So he is someone who could stretch the floor, grab the rebounds at an okay rate. He needs to improve in that area as well, but he could push in transition and create offense without needing a ton of touches. But we need to give him an opportunity as a point forward. We can't have him just stand in the corner. We need to play to his strengths to see what we have. He needs to stay healthy. That's the biggest thing. So think of how dangerous Miami's second unit becomes if Jovic is healthy, is consistent. Having him off the bench with Davion Mitchell would be great. Haywood Highsmith, like we could put 3-point shooters around him. We could put defenders around him as well. Playing with Pella or even Hawkes, like he's young. There's young guys off the bench that are versatile as well. And so if he can improve his 3-point shooting and improve his playmaking, then this could be a huge season for him and for the Miami Heat. So those are the two X factors I have coming into next season: Tyler Herro and Nico. So who are your two X factors? Did I get it right, or do you guys think there are other guys that need to step up even more?